Welcome to Geneius Thoughts. This is Gene Bleeker, the eyes, ears, and voice of real estate, business, and the community. And I'm here today with my very special guest, Mr. Elgin Walker. Elgin, thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, you know what? I always put you on the top of the list, without a doubt.
Right.
You know, I know you were just on a big EXP trip in Orlando. I hear you had a great time.
Yes.
Cheers to you.
Time. Fabulous time.
And you know, I do want to talk to you about EXP. That's one of the things I really wanted you to share with me this morning. You know, we had a really nice talk today in the conference room about EXP and what's going on. And I wrote down some notes, if that's okay with you, and I want to share them with you today.
Absolutely.
But before I do that, can you tell our audience a little bit more about yourself and about the beautiful Pilar on your team?
Oh, absolutely. So this is my 35th year selling real estate, and my wife, Pilar, has been selling with me the last 19 years. So we've been a team for that, and then we've been married for 35. So we've been waking up to each other for 35 years, right? I got into real estate. Obviously, I was much younger, and my goal in real estate was not to have a ceiling. I was a can't-miss kid that missed, so I didn't finish college like everybody in the world thinks I did. And obviously, I didn't make it with the Lakers. So can't-miss kid, had to figure out something. And although I had a good paying job at that time, I was working nights, and you needed to be there like 20 years just to get a parking spot and get on the day shift. And I was eating tuna sandwiches at, 6 in the morning and having a beer because I was upside down.
So where'd you work?
I first at that time was working at UPS.
Okay.
Then I went to certified grocer, so I was in the grocery warehouse business. So basically a warehouseman.
Got it. Okay. So what made you get into real estate? What was the golden light that you said, I could do this and I don't have to be good at it? I know I'm going to be great at this business.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it happened like that. But the funny part was, again, I wanted to get into real estate. So I first started off doing it part-time. Actually, even before I got into real estate, believe it or not, I had an extremely short stint at life insurance.
Really?
I actually started with the old A.L. Williams, that obviously now is Prime America. And I looked really young, and I started working like in an area that I grew up with. And I had the same name as my dad, so nobody took me serious. And nobody in the community was really into life insurance.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. So I decided that I knew from some research that salespeople were able to really forge their own careers. And I figured that someone would always need to buy or sell a house. So I said, okay, so real estate. I should be able to sell real estate. And I tried it for about 2 months, part-time. And I remember I came home with my wife and we had just been married. And I told her that I had quit. So she said, oh, you should give it a little bit more time. It's only been a couple of months. I said, oh, no, I didn't quit real estate. I quit that job. So I quit cold turkey. And, I know that's not for everybody. But when you hear the stories that someone says, burn the bridge behind you, it was on fire. Because I didn't quit nicely. I didn't give no time. Today's my last day, and I'll be here to get my check. When I can get my check, I'm out.
So you didn't just burn the bridge, you blew it up.
Absolutely.
There was no
turning back. Nobody was back there. Nobody wanted me. You're going to make this work. So,
all right. So who was your very first mentor in the business? Do you remember, he or she?
Actually, my first mentor, who was also a competitor and a friend of mine, I was bused in junior high school across town. I was in the first busing program, and there was a guy named Jeff Skelton. He's around today. We're friends today. He was a very productive real estate agent, and his parents owned the company, which was a Realty World franchise.
Got it.
So he actually took me under his wing, and his mom and dad a little bit. But it was different mentorship back then. Mentorship was, here's a book, open this up and make some calls. But he did take a extra interest in me because we were friends, and I was able to kind of model myself off of some of the things he did, shadowing him.
You know what? And let me tell you, back at 35 years ago, Realty World was like the name up here.
Yes.
Them, Century 21, they were big names in real estate.
Right, right.
So I think they had a really good platform, and I think you had a really good mentor, and you just took it from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So some of the questions I wanted to write while you and I were talking is that why did you move from your previous broker to EXP?
We know it's interesting because at that time, I was not really looking to leave the total company,
Right?
but I was not extremely happy with the market center. Oh, maybe they'll guess who that is now, right? I wasn't extremely happy with the market center direction at that time. So one of my previous team leaders introduced the EXP concept to us. We didn't go right away. It took us about a year. But the main reason that Pilar and I changed is we looked at the EXP model as very futuristic, and more importantly, we really moved because of the stock opportunities. Because as you know, as real estate agents, we have no 401ks. We have no savings. We have nothing. So we looked at it, quite honestly, is if we kept selling and helping families at the same rate that we have been helping families all this time, that we would be able to grow that stock portfolio and build some retirement outside of, some of the other stuff you do. And that's actually worked out quite well.
Oh, well, so you treated the business as a business, right?
Absolutely.
That's smart. So, you were talking to me about surprises. So what was the biggest surprise that you got when you jumped over to Compass?
You mean when I jumped over to EXP?
What did I say? Compass?
Because, yeah.
Holy moly.
No, that's all right.
EXP.
Right. It's all right. It's all right.
That's so funny.
Listen,
I'm glad it's a live show.
Absolutely. So not a problem. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. But the biggest surprise, well, there's actually quite a few surprises, but the synergy at the company and the access to real leadership. I mean, it's just not often that you're able to, like on a workplace chat, speak with a billionaire, and then that's the founder of a company, or have that founder of the company reach out to you because he wants you to perhaps start something for you. But absolutely, by far, the revenue share opportunity, Pilar and I were not expecting it to be what it was, because at the previous company we had, they had, a similar type of a program, and we were vested, et cetera, et cetera. But at least for us, I'm not going to say for everybody, but for us, the program was not lucrative. When we went and got a hold of the rev share situation, to all of a sudden being an opportunity to basically get mailbox money,
Right.
I mean, to basically get monthly residuals on top of the stock investments that we were making, or make, because we're still into both of that. And the way it grew, it was just fantastic. And that surprise was like a really big eye opener, because we were very hesitant about that. Like, we would have not left the company we were at previously just for that component. I know some do, but because of our previous experience, we were like, okay, we'll see.
Okay, I get it. You kind of shared with me when we were talking about EXP, about some myths that were out there. Do you want to kind of explain that there are myths out there? I haven't heard of any.
Oh, absolutely. We know it's funny because the biggest myth that I hear, and I can pretty much tell how much a person really knows about EXP or not, just when they make the one statement of, oh, everybody over there is a recruiter. All you guys do is recruit agents. Nobody sells anything. And so first of all, you can't have any revenue share without revenue. And if you look at what was the previous company I was with, which was the largest real estate company, and the way it was built, guess what? It was built through a program which, quote unquote, recruits agents.
Well, what brokerage wouldn't recruit agents? I mean, come on now.
Well, as true as that is, it's a sheep or a herd mentality. At the end of the day, we all recruit something. You're recruiting if you go to the movies and you like the movie and then you start telling friends and the friends go to the movie, but the movie don't give you anything for it. Thank you very much for sharing that. But here's an opportunity where if you share the business opportunity and the numbers with agents, particularly with agents that you care about. I mean, if you got friends, and this business is tough. It's always been tough, but it's really tough right now. And if you have friends that you won't really at least share that opportunity with, are you really their friend?
Right.
And
are you a giver or are you a hoarder, right?
Absolutely. And if you are able to share that opportunity and help the people after you share the opportunity, if they choose to make a move to the brokerage, I mean, it can not only can it can be very lucrative if you like, but who does not want? I mean, what if you woke up one day and you're just able to pay your car payment, right? And it didn't come out of your real estate commission. What if you got to the point where you're able to get $200, $300, $400 a month, just that, but that funded your kids' college? How many brokers and agencies are doing that? So one of the biggest myths is the recruit. You have to recruit thing. Because no, you don't. You could come and work at EXP and never recruit, quote unquote, agent attract is what we like to call it. But it's recruiting. If you did not expose one agent to this company, just do what you're doing everywhere else and participate in the stock program, you're going to make more money.
Okay, so here's how I look at it. Why is it called recruiting when what you're really doing is paying it forward?
Oh,
absolutely. Something nice for nice people.
Absolutely.
I mean, that truly is what it's all about, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you've got a great culture, you got a great group, you've got great people that want to help other people succeed. And I'm sure that's exactly what you did when you were in Orlando this week, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It was sitting down with good people, sharing ideas, thoughts, and ideas about how we can take this business to a next level and how can we increase your level of success, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Well, let me ask you, any final thoughts you want to share about EXP and about yourself? I'd love for our viewers to hear it.
In regards to EXP, I think that it is something that every real estate agent should look at. Now, it's not going to be for everybody.
Right.
But you don't know whether it's for you or not if you do not at least look at the opportunity. I will say that if you get to the point in this business where you want to not only, quote unquote, chase the next sale, but you want to actually build a business, and if you have any inkling, idea, thoughts of leaving a legacy for your family, which means a lot. We're getting ready to have grandchildren. This means something like this means a lot, to where you can leave something and operate your business. You can stay in it, you can step out, but you have additional sources that you can really, really, really help your own family. And that's the biggest thing I would say about EXP. And as far as myself and my wife go, we love to help people. And after the length of time that we've been doing this, you need something to be excited about.
Well, you know what? I know you're excited because I hear you're going to be a grandparent.
Yes, sir.
So cheers to you on that one as well.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Mr. Elgin Walker.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. So, Cody, you're with California Leasing?
Yes, sir.
California, Here I Come?
California Here. That's a great song, actually.
I like that a lot. And if you want to put a song to it, I think you and we could do a great job singing it.
Yeah, I'll ask John. I think he'll be okay with it.
Absolutely. So, John Everett,
Yes.
he's the big guy.
He's the boss.
He's the boss.
Yeah.
So how did you and John ever get together with California Leasing?
So originally, I was actually, I come from a law enforcement background.
You got the hair for it.
Thank you. Yeah, I kept it going. It's a nice, the clean cut. I enjoy it, actually. But I reached out to my property manager at the time. His name was Danny, or is Danny. He's still around.
How much you got rid of?
Danny, if you're watching this.
Right. Unless he's swimming with a fish. I don't know.
No, he's still there. I just
Okay.
texted him this morning. I reached out to him and said, hey, I need a job because I got out of law enforcement, and then him and I connected, and I've been here ever since. So that's how I got connected with John.
He just kind of looked at you and said, okay,
He said, let's do it. Let's give him a shot.
put on the shirt, you're good to go.
Here's a car. Here's a computer. Go.
So how long was the training? Was it intense? Was it easy?
The property management training?
Right.
No, it was kind of trial by fire, to be honest with you. It was very
Really?
much like, let's get you logged in. Here's kind of how you do this and do that. And then I've just kind of learned along the way.
So it's still a learning curve for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But I'm of the mindset to always be a student. So,
You know what? It's funny you say that because I tell people on my team, I said, you know what? I always want to listen to hear different options to see how I can elevate my game.
right.
And I tip my hat to you on that thought process.
Yeah.
So California Leasing, there's a lot of leasing companies out there, but I think you're one of the best. Can you tell us a little bit more about your company, what you guys do?
Yeah, we're a full-service property management company. We specialize in all residential homes, so single-family homes, townhomes, condos, apartments. And we typically, our clients are private owners who are looking to rent out their houses to find the best tenants for their homes that are going to pay rent on time and to take care of their home. And that's our goal, is to find the best people. And also, we're all looking to build a community as well. You know, we want to find good people for these homes because it not only helps build a community, it just puts good people into good neighborhoods.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So are you more in the community involvement side? Are you more in reaching out to real estate agents? Are you more involved in talking to people who want to rent?
All of the above.
Really?
Yeah, I like to do, I'm kind of a jack of all trades, I guess, in this one, where I'm talking to real estate agents, because those are
I see
people,
you're there and everywhere, you
see me
know?
all over the place. I know. I'm kind of I mean, I don't want to say I'm the networking guy, but in a sense, I do a lot of the networking for our company. We have other agents that do the networking as well. We're trying to join all the best groups and be a part of those groups so that people know who we are and then that we're here. But I do it all. I'm doing the day-to-day stuff with residents, to speaking with our clients, to networking and being with real estate agents, and just getting out there in the public.
Okay, so before we talk about our best listings of the week,
Yeah.
so the question I want to ask you is, what do you feel really separates your company from all the other companies that are out there? I know it's a tough question, and I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I just want to hear from the heart why you think you guys are great at what you do.
I honestly think it comes down to a couple things. The first thing is the team that's behind us, or that I'm a part of. We have the best team in the world, and we're a family. That's how it feels. It's how it felt since day one, and it makes the job great. And then secondly, it comes down to our customer service. We pick up the phone when you call. We treat you with respect, because the way that I like to look at it is that if this is my home that I'm renting out, I want the best property manager that's going to take care of my home. And that's not going to, dance around and maybe dodge my calls, but it's also going to answer my questions right away. So I would say our customer service is where it's at, and you can look us up on Yelp and see our reviews, and you'll know.
So it's just not customer service, it's hands-on customer service. That's your point of difference.
Yeah.
And I totally believe in that. And John and I, we have a great conversation because he's all about customers first.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Absolutely.
think that kind of fell upon you as well, as saying, put your customers first, and it's a great referral source. But you do that not to get referrals. You do that, it's just who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, I love people. So, and I want to treat people with respect, and I want people to know that, this is not just it's not a show, it's really who I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So what we do is every week we pick out some of the best listings of the week, and we get to promote them.
Yeah.
So with these listings, some of them are in Santa Cruz, some of them are in the Antelope Valley, some of them are outside in the San Fernando Valley, Bakersfield. It doesn't really matter. But, we've got some good listings. I think we've got about 3 or 4 that we're going to share today. And I've got my list somewhere in front of me. But let's go with your list first, because I'd love to hear about them.
Yeah, let's start with Terry's real quick.
Terry Vogelsang.
Yeah,
with
Terry. I love
Kelly
Terry.
Williams, VIP.
She is awesome. She's got one at 24009 St. Moritz.
St. Moritz.
There you go. Thank you, Gene.
You're welcome.
That one's in Valencia. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, I think that's 1,900 square feet.
1980.
1980 square feet. There you go. This one's located on a quiet cul-de-sac close to the Paseo access, which leads to miles of beautiful walking and biking trails. This home is a quiet oasis, like that. Mm-hmm. Well over $150,000 spent on remodel, so you know it's looking good.
And it's funny because $150,000 to spend on remodeling. To me, that was one of the key points that I really looked at, and I thought, okay, this is a really great value to a buyer.
Absolutely. You're gonna get it. You get your money's worth out of it.
Sure.
Kitchen features stacked stone backsplash, quartz countertops, raised high ceilings, hidden electrical. That's cool. Widened doorways. You've got Gen Air and KitchenAid appliances, custom island, wine refrigerator, custom range hood, drawer style microwave. So maybe a lot of that money went into the kitchen, huh?
Exactly.
It sounds like a nice kitchen.
Well,
so if you're a cook,
Something that I saw that I thought would be very impressive was Douglas silhouette motorized shades in the bedrooms and windows and on the sliders. It's something you very rarely see, but I looked at that one and said, okay, that's something I find quite
If that
impressive.
comes with like the remote, so you can
I
you're sitting
hope
on the
so.
couch.
I hope
Let me
so.
get that glare out
It's
of here.
relaxing to a whole different level.
Exactly. Love that. Another remodeled part, spa shower, granite countertops, tile flooring, owned solar system. So if you're looking for that discounted electric bill,
There
this
it
is
is.
where it's at right there. Looks like it comes with Ring Pro Internet connected doorbell. So security system, that's cool. I have a Ring. I think it's great.
Right?
Camera and intercom, alarm system, Nest, internet thermostat. So we're touching on smart home here.
I'm going to tell you something else that I like about the home
Yeah.
is that the outlet and garage has a charger for an electric vehicle.
Love it.
Right?
So yeah, we've got solar and charging for electric vehicle. Perfect.
Exactly.
One of my favorite parts of this house and is the backyard features. So you got several patio space seating areas. I love that. I'm an outside guy.
And it's funny because I was going to say the exact same thing. I
Yeah.
looked at it and I said, okay, I like this patio idea.
yeah.
Several spots to
Yeah.
just go chill and have a great weekend.
That's where I would be if I was in this house.
Absolutely.
Listing price, I didn't say that, but we're looking at $1,029,000.
$1,029,900.
Yep, good price. Love it.
Okay, and our second listing is by our good friend Stacy Havener.
Good old Stacy. Hi, Stacy. This one is in Fraser Park at 14408 Voltaire. I think I said that right.
You said it perfectly.
Oh, I love it. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath. So we're looking at a studio. I didn't know there's studios in Fraser Park. That's kind of cool.
I don't know that either.
Well, listing price at $299,000. This charming studio home located in Pine Mountain Club. So,
Right?
I think I know where that's at. I haven't been to Fraser Park in a while. So,
Last time I was up there visiting Stacy, as a matter of fact.
were you at this listing?
No,
Oh, okay.
it was a couple months ago.
Oh, okay, awesome. The things I liked about this one, we talked about the living room area, is bright and airy with large windows and a slider that allow plenty of natural light, which is so great for a home, especially when you're in a small space. It makes the place feel so much bigger.
Exactly.
So that's kind of neat.
The thing I liked about the house is that, she keeps talking about, breathtaking views.
Oh, yeah.
And I know being up there in Pine Mountain, there's so much of that to see. It's so absolutely beautiful. You get to see the mountains, you get to see the trees, you get to see the forest. It's
Right.
absolutely spectacular.
You get a lot of, I say actual weather, so you get some snow every once in a while. It's
Right.
cold at night. You throw the campfire and everything like that. It's good.
Exactly.
Let's see. This one has, though it talks about the deck space, so we're talking about outside space again, which is my favorite. Deck off the living room provides additional space for dining bistro style.
I like that too.
I know. Or simply enjoying a cup of coffee while taking in the fresh mountain air, like you just said, right?
Right.
I love it. So yeah.
So I think as she put it, it's a perfect retreat for those to escape and hustle the bustle of city life.
Yes.
Which that's what Fraser Park's all about. So I say kudos to her on her next listing, and I think she's got. I think she's kind of dominating that territory without a doubt.
Go Stacy.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then our next listing is by Mr. Michael Adams.
Mr. Michael Adams has, this one's located at 44949 West 32nd Street in Lancaster. 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,800 square foot. Listing price is $554,999.
Exactly. And the thing that I liked about this home is that it's one of the newer homes. So
Yes.
it's back on the market. So he feels it's priced to sell. And the other thing that I really liked is how freeway close it is.
Oh yeah, that's huge for people who are commuting. You don't want to add a 10 to 15 minute commute to your other commute. So that was good. It sounds like it's got some nice amenities, tile, granite countertops, jacuzzi tub in the master. Love that.
Exactly.
For those Friday nights when you're getting off work after a long week.
Exactly.
Glass of wine, some candles. I mean, hey,
Good to go.
I'm selling it for you, Mike. I got you.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
That's a great listing. We're excited about that one. And
Very
then
excited.
our very last listing is by Philip and Laura Galindo with Mission Real Estate. They got this listing. They came after me on Saturday morning and said, Gene, we got this new listing out in the market. Can you please take a look at it and see if it's eligible to be one of the listings of the week?
I think
And
so.
I talked to my peeps about it, and they liked it, and they said, Gene, okay, let's go with it.
Perfect. So this one's in Burbank.
Yes.
10525 Lanark Street. I think I said that one right. 765,000, 2-bed, 1-bath. Burbank adjacent. Okay, Sun Valley. Oh yeah.
Isn't that funny? Burbank adjacent,
Burbank
adorable Sun Valley home.
I don't know. I don't make this stuff up, right?
If it's adorable, it's adorable.
You know what? I'm
right?
gonna just take Philip and Laura's word for it on that one. Let's see. Here we go. We've got property features dual pane windows, central AC, large closets, laundry room, long driveway. That's cool. I like the long driveway. That way you don't have to park in the garage. You can actually park in the driveway.
Right, exactly.
Which
And
is great.
Here's the thing that I really like about the house is that it has a detached guest home, which you could use as a detached guest home or use it as a office space, which I think is really popular right now. We were looking at a listing last week by another friend of mine, Tammy May, who took a listing, and with the Brandolino Group, and that was one of the big selling features was the other home within the home, you know?
And that's huge, especially, if you need it for, say, extended family, but you can also, coming from the property management side of things, you can rent that space out separately from the home, and
Exactly.
we can help you do that.
Exactly.
But-
So, it's got 2 parking spots. It was built in 1944.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
That's
Love that.
crazy, but we get to see the pictures. You get to see the pictures, and I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
I'm excited. This
All
is cool.
right. So we got our top 4 listings of the week. I think we did a good job in putting those together.
I hope so.
All right. Any final thoughts on your end before we get to say goodbye?
You know what? I want to say, everybody, just get after it, keep the grind going, and let's do great things out there, huh?
Let's do great things out there.